Welcome back to another episode of the Open Mic Podcast with me, your host, Tom Hirst, brought to you by Richland Source, Newsroom After Hours. Today we have on Mr. Austin Moore, and we're going to be talking about Mansfield Music Fest coming up here.
Yo!
Mr. Austin Moore, bow, bow, bow,
Yeah.
as the memes would say.
Yep.
So tell us about this year's Mansfield Music Fest, as everybody should be aware of or somewhat familiar. If you listen to this podcast or have listened to this podcast for any amount of time, you will at least hear this episode probably
once a year.
How many times?
This might be the third one.
The third one? Okay. So not as many as I was thinking consecutively yet. So
yeah, I think 3.
MMF part 3. For the podcast anyway.
Part 5 at Snow Trails.
Part 5 at Snow Trails. That's crazy.
Which is crazy, right?
Dude, that's wow.
Well, it would be 6.
Yeah.
If it weren't for the year that never ended.
Yeah, the year that shall not be named.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Don't want the podcast flagged.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so all right. So anyway, Mansfield Music Fest. Tell us about, for those, if they're in the dark somehow. Hopefully they are, because that means we're getting new listeners.
True.
Although I've not been very consistent with this as of late. Kind of took a nice little hiatus with some life changes, but
you've had a little going on.
Yeah, just a few things. But yeah, so fill in the new people at home that we're going to assume that are coming in droves to listen to this now that they're finding it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, in the past, Mansfield Music Fest has pretty much been a local showcase for the most part. You know, some of the years did have some out-of-town bands and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it was always kind of primarily a local band showcase from bands, you know, Mansfield and surrounding areas.
Yeah.
This year, tried to introduce some other names, bands from all over the state, not just limited to, you know, like Richland County or even the surrounding counties. So we got bands from all over the place. We do have one Indiana band, so there's one out-of-state band.
All right. Making it steps.
Wasn't like intentional that it happened that way, but here we are.
Right. That's cool.
So day one of this year is all Ohio punk and hardcore bands. Yeah. Every single band's from somewhere in Ohio. I think we got Cincinnati, Toledo, Columbus, Mansfield, of course. Mm-hmm. I'm missing something. Oddly enough, there's like 3 bands from Cincinnati. I think that might cover it, actually, for the punk and hardcore day. Yeah, some of the other bands in other areas of the state are on day 2.
Okay.
Day 2 is primarily kind of heavy-centric on the metal and metalcore side. Yeah. And then, but there's some other mixed genres in there. We've got middling, couple hip-hop acts, pop-punk band.
Saturday's the catch-all. Yeah. Kind of the catch-all of whatever stuck. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, there was a bunch of other things that went into day 2 that you know, we don't have to really get into that, but because I don't want to put anybody on blast, but
fortunately, just
had to find new headliner and direct support. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, but you know, hey, that's all right. It's so I guess the goal at this point in time, now that you're starting to branch out and try and not just showcase Mansfield, obviously, with all the out-of-towner acts, but start drawing in out-of-town people more and kind of make it more of an Ohio staple as opposed to just a Mansfield thing. Yeah,
which, I mean, might sound weird with the name of the event, but
right.
It's also in Mansfield, so you know,
exactly.
A couple ways to look at it.
Yep,
even though primarily it was previously in a Mansfield showcase, now it's just
in Mansfield showcase. Change that. Yeah.
It's an Ohio showcase in Mansfield. There we go.
There we go. Landed the plane. All right.
We got there.
So headliner wise, who are the headliners?
Day one, we've got Vacation.
Okay.
Punk band from Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Day two, we've got Metal Mafia. Those guys are from Youngstown.
Okay.
And then direct support for them is Young Mosh, previously known as The World I Knew.
Okay.
I think that was their vocalist's like moniker.
Okay.
And then I think he got signed, so they just like brought the band
with him.
Okay. So they're still like kind of the same thing, but not.
Yeah.
But they just that's like a very recent thing. Like last week,
they
released their first single under Young Mosh.
Okay. Never heard of him.
He does a bunch of TikToks and stuff of like taking rap songs and turning them metal and screaming over it.
That's gonna be interesting.
There's a bunch of videos of people saying that he like when he raps and also looks like Ludacris.
Okay.
So he's always got these like, y'all say I look like Ludacris, here you go, and he like remixes a Ludacris song into a metal version.
Okay.
But they're still doing like their own music, original music.
I was gonna say, is this gonna be one of those when we showed up? We showed up and played that show in Florida, and it was that drummer just playing weird like drum covers on stage by himself.
That was the most uncomfortable cringe thing I've ever experienced. And we've seen lots of bands over the years.
Wild. Yeah.
I've also never seen Aaron Hill so mad. He was like, people are getting paid to do this?
I know, right?
Like,
dude, it was one of the most mind-blowing things I have ever...
Yeah, it was a wild night.
Yeah, so it's not going to be that then, it sounds like.
It was also like on the patio of like a tiki bar or something.
Dude, that was a weird freaking night,
so
man.
Weird.
It was a weird show. I don't get it.
We had to load in through that like alley.
Yeah.
Like really narrow alley.
Yeah. It was such like a... I don't know, it's just such a like touristy section of the city too.
Yeah.
It felt like I don't know.
There's also like no one there.
Yeah, dude, one of the weirdest nights.
Yeah. Just the overall. Well, didn't we jump on it last minute too?
I don't remember. I think
it was like something canceled, and then somebody was like, "Hey, I can get you on this."
Right.
Like tomorrow.
Right.
And we're like, all right, it's better than nothing, I guess.
Anyway, so yeah, hopefully it's not like that. Hopefully that'll be... So they actually play their own music though, huh?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So definitely not going to be like that.
Now.
No.
Don't touch it.
There you go.
I'm good. Sorry. I can't hear.
All right.
I mean, I can't hear to begin with, so.
Right. Well, and they keep cutting out. So it's going to be at Snow Trails again?
Yes.
Okay.
3100 Possum Run Road.
Oh man, it's a really good venue for it, for everything that it's evolved into. Like
it's also got a lot of potential.
Yeah.
Like there's definitely room to grow.
Yeah.
But it's also like where it's at now is still fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So what's the plans layout wise? Because last year you did. You did the dual sets with the stage on the outside.
We had
the patio.
We had one inside and then one on the patio. This year we are doing both stages outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Snow Trails actually just recently built a stage.
Oh.
Like permanent.
Really?
Which is really cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
I don't think it was necessarily for me, but...
Yeah, but, I mean...
It's great.
One of you plus all the other events that they actually do. They do so many events out there for their parties and stuff, so it makes sense that they would build a stage, which is perfect.
Right.
Dude, that's awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's 10 by 40 feet. I don't know that we're going to utilize all 40 feet of that, but,
Well, you could do...
I still think I'm going to cover it and do like a 10 by 30.
Okay.
tent, and then use like the end as kind of like a load out area.
Would that be enough space to have two bands set up side to side with each other?
I might be pushing it, but
because when we played,
that'd be interesting. A battle set.
Well, when we played, what was it, like Summer Slaughter, the gun show? When we played that in Pennsylvania or something like that, we played that fest or that tour. That was going
like
through
a tour fest.
Yeah, back when they used to package like tours
huge,
as like moving festivals almost during the summer. We played that one year, and it was in a gymnasium, and all the local opening acts, they had each one set up side by side on the stage.
Oh, okay.
So one band would play,
one's setting up while the other one's playing.
Yep, like right next to each other.
So weird,
right? It was really weird, but it was super effective. Like,
I mean, we're kind of doing the same thing. It's just the stages are going to be not next to each other
exactly on the same stage. But,
yeah.
Okay. All right. So are you gonna? Where's the second stage gonna be? Is it gonna be on the other end? The same
where
area.
The patio.
Okay.
Stage was.
Where'd the stage that they actually built at? Or where is the stage that they actually built?
So if you were on the hill looking down at the lodge, the stage we had last year was to the left on that patio, and then there's a fence.
Yeah.
And then it's to the right of that fence.
Okay, that's kind of where I was thinking it was.
Yeah, so it's up against the building.
Yeah.
More where like the cafeteria is, if you're familiar.
Mm-hmm.
So, that stage will be facing the hill.
Yeah.
And then the other one will be kind of angled towards the lodge.
Like it was last
building.
year?
Yeah, same place we're going to put it.
Nice. Oh, that's cool.
Partially because the power is an issue, so that's like we have to be there.
Yeah.
I mean, we could push it back, but
that's all right.
It looks nice. If we need to, we don't. I don't think it's.
Looks nice with the scenery behind it. It's aesthetically pleasing.
It is cool to like, depending on where you're standing, you can like see the stage, and then you can look up. And you got the whole hill. And
right. Get some. Need some acoustic romance sets for in between there.
Yeah. Well, I didn't do too much of that actually because
not this year, not last year.
With both of them being outside, like as soon as one stage is done, the other's starting. So there's
not much
like
in between.
To throw somebody on there would be
taken away from.
It would. I think the sound would be too much bleed over.
Unless you had them. Are they going to open up the inside lodge bar again still?
Yeah, the lodge is still going to be open. And actually, each night I'm having one band play inside.
Okay.
At the end is like an after party.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea.
So, you can get your last couple drinks in you, watch one band inside in the air conditioning, cool off.
Is that going to be the headliner then, or is it just kind of like an after party idea, like the
Both
EDM stuff that you did before?
It's not going to be quite like that.
Okay.
Friday is New Era Cam.
Okay.
Which he actually might have Andy DJ with him, so if it keeps going, Andy can DJ.
Yeah.
And then on day 2, the Afronauts are doing the after party.
Oh, sick. Oh, of course. Gosh dang it, I have to work that Saturday.
So I'm gonna no. You're going to miss your favorite band.
I know, right?
I'll take video.
Thanks. Well,
actually, Alex Gaber and John Skinner of Faster on Fire, they're actually going to be filming sets the whole weekend. Nice.
That's cool. They've been doing stuff like that.
Yeah, and they're actually currently working on making me a commercial, commercial video.
Okay, that's cool.
So I'm not gonna spill the beans on that quite yet on what it is, but they're actually like filming like actors and stuff with it. It's gonna be so awesome.
Interesting.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I don't know the entire storyboard of it, but I know the gist.
Yeah. The main plot line.
But I don't want to ruin it. So.
Oh, sick. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing that. I didn't know that was happening.
Yeah.
That's really cool. When did they start doing stuff like that?
I think John's been doing film stuff for quite a few years, or at least, I want to say at least 6 or 7 years, but I don't know exactly when.
Yeah.
Because I think they lived in New York for a while, and he was doing some acting stuff and film stuff.
Yeah. That's cool.
But yeah, they're kind of doing their own thing.
Nice.
Plus the band, and then they all go out and like they work festivals and do merch for festivals.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Nice. Man, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they stay busy.
They stay real busy. Man. So yeah, what else do we have looking to look forward to with this year Mansfield Music Fest? Who's doing sound? Who's doing lights?
Sound and light is the same people that ran the outside stage last year. Okay. Ryan McCroby and Jay.
Yeah.
They're gonna do sound and lighting for both stages.
Nice.
Sound and lighting for inside is gonna be ran by Aaron.
Okay.
With like all Afronauts gear.
Yeah.
But inside's not gonna be too crazy because there's one.
Right.
Just
one set for the night.
The other thought I had with like, because a couple people were like, the stage in the lodge was so much fun.
Yeah.
But I feel like, and maybe I'll do more with it in the future, but just logistically, I was like, I think I'm just going to do 2 outside.
Yeah.
But also, like, sometimes you're at an event and you're like, I need to, like, get away for a minute.
Yeah.
Well,
having that
the
inside.
lodge will have that. You can either be up on the patio, but you're still going to be hearing everything. If you go inside, you can kind of get away from the sound onslaught
for sure. That and ears, with the getaway area being the air conditioned spot.
Yeah, that too.
That's nice.
I'm sure it'll be popular.
Yeah.
Plus the bar will be in there.
Right.
So we're still not going to do like an outside bar.
Okay.
When they have so much to offer inside.
Yeah.
Maybe down the road we do a beer cart outside or something, but
see how many. It'll be a good experiment to see how many people actually just hang out inside the lodge and the bar and just stay at the bar the whole time and don't actually go outside and watch the bands, and how many people will go outside and watch the bands. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be funny if you like paid to go to that and then
just hang out at the bar and drink,
or like just watch from the deck. And you never leave the deck.
Right. I have a feeling that's going to happen more than you hope it's going to happen.
Yeah. There'll be some for sure.
But that's usually how these kind of things go. Festivals like this end up just being like the background music to your night, as opposed to like a normal show just going for the
like
show
in the mix.
Yeah. It's kind of it's just like the live background party music.
Right. I didn't even think about this till just now.
What?
We have like how many vendors this year?
Oh yeah.
That's a big change, because I did kind of change this to Music and Arts Festival.
Okay.
Still with it being primarily music, for music first, arts secondary. Not to downplay anything, just Yeah, so we got a bunch of different stuff coming in for vendors and food. So for food, we've got Deja Foods food truck's going to be there.
Nice.
As well as molten grilled cheese.
Oh, nice. I haven't had their stuff yet.
I think he's from Lima.
Okay.
But I think he's been up here a couple times before.
Yeah, I've seen his truck before. I've seen it downtown before.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew he did the what's it called now? Manifest, the Mansfield Arts Festival.
Oh, is that what that's called now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they just announced changing their name.
Nice. That's fun. Manifest.
Yep. But yeah, I think he was there either last year or the year before.
Yeah.
And then let's see, we've got Natalia Gorka Castle Curiosities, which is Danny Castle, like Danny Sheridan, Joe's.
Oh, yeah. Oh, nice. I knew that name sounded familiar.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, that's awesome.
So she's gonna have a booth. April Kirkpatrick.
Okay.
She does all the like tie-dye shirts.
Yeah.
She was actually one of the 2 vendors I had last year.
Yeah.
As a kind of test.
Okay. Nice.
Which I feel like I just didn't have enough. So I was like, I need to just get more.
Right. Yeah, just kind of, it's one of those things, if you're going to have some, you kind of just should just go all the way.
Yeah. And we've got a Catholic Clothing, which they're at like a lot of big festivals. Like they'll be at Ink. They were at Sonic Temple, I think.
Yeah.
So they're like alternative clothing brand.
Nice.
We've got Skate Mansfield with Doug Brown coming out.
Okay. Sick.
Still Live Records, which is Chris Grossweiler is gonna bring a bunch of records to sell.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
sick.
He's got so many like punk and hardcore records and stuff. It's crazy.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's a good idea.
Phoenix Brewery will have a booth out there.
Okay, nice.
You know, selling shirts and merchandise, but they're one of the main sponsors of the event, so they wanted a booth. So I was like, absolutely.
Heck yeah. That's a great idea.
Then we've got Nail Skateboarding, which is Dan Gardner from Settle the Sky.
Okay, yeah.
And JD.
Nice.
That's their company.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know they started a skateboarding company.
Yep.
That's sick.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then we got Metronome Music.
Okay.
So Nate Weiland's going to come out and like do some demo some gear.
Oh, cool.
If you're if you're a musician.
Yeah.
And then I don't know that they're gonna like try and like sell anything, but
for sure,
maybe shirts or something.
Yeah, for like advertising.
Yeah.
And just in general. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
So maybe we'll do more with that side of things as we go, but I feel like that's a good start.
No, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I feel like having
something else to do.
Big enough section, it makes it actually a thing, so people will go to that more than just a couple tables,
Right.
Like, are you gonna have it? Is it all gonna be inside then for all that stuff, like in the cafeteria area, like upstairs where that sliding door is?
Oh no, I'm gonna.
That would
one time I put something in there, it was awful.
Yeah, but that was music and stuff. It could maybe
it's
not
such
yet.
An unassuming area is the thing.
Maybe in the future though, if it expands and actually does well, you could make it like do it up real big and
certain things could be inside for sure. I think for now I'm gonna keep everything outside.
Yeah.
Probably the food trucks in that main like courtyard area.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And then some of the other vendors there, like Metronome's going to want to be out there away from all the sound.
Yeah.
So that they can do their demos,
Right.
So I'll probably have some in there, maybe a couple on that patio. And then I was actually toying around with maybe putting some in that walkway between the two stages.
Okay. Yeah.
Where that fence is.
Yeah, that's
depending on spacing, because there's going to be a lot of foot traffic back and forth that way.
Yeah, that's true.
But also, if I can, I might just keep them all in that courtyard.
Yeah.
And then do all the band merch on the patio.
Okay.
So that's all in one area.
Yeah.
Because that was, I think, kind of a confusing thing last year. Is a couple bands were outside, some bands had tables in the lodge, and then I kind of feel like the bands in the lodge never like
got a lot of
foot traffic because you didn't really go back to that back section unless you were like going to the bathroom.
Yeah. Right.
So like
it's an afterthought.
Yeah. So trying to just figure out like where to put things with the best foot traffic.
Yeah.
I think, and maybe even at some point we do a couple on the deck, but I'd probably not do that actually.
Yeah.
Just talked myself out of that.
Yeah. There you go. Gotta hear it out loud first.
Yeah. Because so many people hang out on the deck.
Right.
So you don't want to like take up half that space with.
Yeah, trying to sell them stuff.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, it would be really cool if it got big enough to need that cafeteria area where it was actually a spot that people went to, as a destination of the festival instead of it just like wherever,
Right. Well, and one thing that I am 100% doing this year is every person that comes in the gate is going to get a schedule and a map.
Okay.
Like, so I'm going to mark here's the lodge with bathrooms. Here's the Richland Source stage. Here's the Henry screen printing stage. Here's band merch. Here's vendors. Yeah.
Great idea.
It's not going to be anything like immaculate, but
But I mean,
just it's a function thing.
Absolutely.
Because there was
one of those things you don't realize actually is needed until.
Well, we take it for granted because we know where everything is.
Yep.
At snow trails. Yeah.
Yep.
But even last year, like there was people from Mansfield that are like regular show goers.
Yeah.
That are like, I've never been to snow trails.
Yeah. Right.
So they're like, I don't know where anything is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, that's a great idea. Nice, dude. That's a really good idea.
Yeah. I think it'll help.
Yeah.
Plus, everybody will know where everything's at.
Right. Absolutely.
Well, here's this stage. Here's that stage. Here's.
Also, that's just advertising incentive for all the other people as well. That's something else. That's like the advertisers that are sponsoring it. That's other things like, oh, your name is directly on here as well, so people know exactly like this is your stage, this is your thing. It'll
help
really
bands
good for that side.
Too.
Yeah, right.
Especially the out of town bands. They're gonna go, where the hell am I?
Right.
All I see is this big hill.
Yeah.
And a building.
Yeah.
A bunch of buildings.
Right.
So.
No, that's awesome. Good call, man. Good call. Yeah, I was thinking of it made me think of like you remember the merch tent at Cornerstone?
Yeah.
Right. When you started talking about vendors, that's where my mind went initially. Like everybody knew where the merch was.
Right.
In between,
that's where
everybody
unless you had it at your
own
stage.
But exactly.
Outside of that, it was at the merch tent.
Yeah, that's where everybody would hang out at, so that could be maybe a design idea in the future.
Yeah, that would be a bad idea.
Have the merch, if they want to, they can move the merch outside by their stage when they're playing right after, and then move the merch inside and have the designated table wherever you put all the tables at.
Yeah.
Around the...
Well, and maybe since there's not bands playing inside all night, maybe we put band merch in that main area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think...
in the lodge.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Because then also it's beneficial for the bands if people do hang out in the lodge a lot more than you hope that they hang out in the lodge.
Right.
It's incentive to be like, yo, at least have their merch people try and sell stuff.
Exactly.
So, yeah, nice. Dude, I'm excited for that. That's actually a really good idea. It's amazing how a map just got me jazzed for something. Right. But like, it's a really good.
Such a simple thing.
It is.
Like, you'd think we'd think about, but
those logistical stuff is
Well, it's funny because that's like what I do stuff. Professionally is logistics. I mean, a very different demographic of logistics.
Yeah. Logistical isn't a word.
Yeah. Logistician.
Logisticianistical stuff. But yeah, anyway, so who's sponsoring? You already said Phoenix.
Yep. So obviously Snow Trails.
Yeah.
We got Coors Light, Phoenix Brewery, Richland Source, Emperor Cabinets, A Catholic Clothing, Shagalese, and Curse Properties, and Henry Screen Printing.
Nice.
There's all our. So we're gonna. The main stage is gonna be the Richland Source stage.
Okay.
And the other stage is going to be the Henry Screen Printing stage.
Nice. Okay.
And if Trevor hears this, he's gonna be pissed at me because he's like, "When is it gonna be the Curse Property stage? Because we build it." Like, well,
Hirsch Henry Screen Printing Properties.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that'll work.
Marketing. Nailed it.
We're gonna make that an acronym or something.
Yeah, right.
But we'll make it work.
KHSP. KHSP stage.
Yeah.
All right, KHSPP stage.
That'll just end up being the PP stage.
There it is.
Had to say it.
And it was born.
Yep.
Nailed it. Wow.
The property printing stage.
There you go.
Yeah.
Man, I was thinking it would be cool if super crazy ideas. You get like people like was that Otherworld in Columbus?
Oh man,
to come in and
that'd
do
cool.
like a special,
like a walkthrough tent, or
like
something,
or even like redo the lodge
Oh wow!
For
dude,
just like
nuts.
almost as like an art installation, but also the strange world or other world concept. But man, you'd have to charge a lot more for tickets for something like that. It would have to be something
just to get them to come set up something like that would be wild.
Yeah.
Unless they wanted to do that as like a sponsorship, but
right.
That's going to do nothing but cost them money.
Get the Ren to sponsor it and have Jason Kaufman build set design stuff.
Yeah,
that would be dope.
That would be cool,
right? At least like a entryway for something, or I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you said something because I am having a selfie booth made by Brenton Potter.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he does
he makes selfie booths?
Well, not specifically.
Okay.
But he does signs.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, he does
okay.
Sorry, Brenton, I forget the name of your sign.
Oh, that's awesome. Like
thing,
traditional do you remember like kind of like what Thorne was doing with Forged USA?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
he'll do it on he'll make whatever you want, but he'll also do like windows or like a wood sign or whatever you want it on. But
sick. Oh, that's really cool. I didn't know he was doing stuff like that. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have him do that. We're gonna make a little selfie booth, have the logo on it, and
sick.
But I'm making that a little more general so I can reuse it.
Yeah. There you go.
Putting like dates on it or nothing.
Yeah. Oh, good call.
One-time use would suck.
Yeah, that would.
I
like the Yeti though. I feel like he could be a mascot for the future.
Yeah,
a continued mascot.
I think we're gonna keep that.
Yeah, I like the Yeti a lot.
Kyle, the guy that made the flyer, his business is Wilted Rose Media.
Okay,
but he's out of Toledo area ish.
Yeah, okay.
Doesn't live in Toledo proper, but
yeah.
But yeah, he came up with that. He's like, it's an outdoor event. And, close to a bunch of woods and stuff. Like,
heck
he's
yeah,
like, that's funny. And I was like, yeah, it's gonna have to turn into a thing where
it's great.
Slightly change something with him every year.
Yeah. Give him a hat.
Yeah, sunglasses,
a hat. I don't know.
Yeah,
something simple.
Yeah.
Dude, I like him a lot. I think you should put him on a t-shirt. Mansfield Music Fest with him on the back.
Great idea. Make that the pocket print.
Yeah. Oh yeah, him like those little cat shirts where like you pull down the pocket, the cat's hanging out, but you cover it, it's just like half of them, so he could just be hanging on, waving out of the pocket.
That'd be hilarious.
I'd buy that. All day.
Right.
Heck yeah. Dude, this is sick. This is I love watching the evolution of this festival. It's really exciting.
Make it better every year.
Yeah. No, I think it's a cool testament to the longevity and consistency. Well, even just like the longevity and consistency of growing something over time and learning from it, trying new things and saying, all right, this didn't fully work. Let's do it this way next year. And just the growth that comes from those types of prolonged events over times, it's cool. It's really cool to see how far it's come and
not to mention that
how it's growing.
I used to do everything myself.
Yeah, exactly.
Outside of the flyer, it was like I set up everything.
Yeah.
I tore down everything. I did this, and I'm like, finally, Sean at Snow Trails was like, dude, you got to let go.
Yeah,
you got to get some people on board with you, and first was Trevor, just at least help me set up, and then I still ran the entire day, and that was, I'd have 30,000 steps in a day or something.
Right. But yeah, man, I mean, for things to grow, it can't be just one person. You need multiple people.
We're up to probably 15 people that have something to do with it, whether it's running the event or booking, stage hands, sound people,
right?
There's all this stuff that I can't do myself anymore. Which actually is cool. I actually get to somewhat maybe enjoy a little bit of it now.
Good.
Whereas before it was not.
Yeah.
I basically missed every band,
right?
Because I was getting the next stage ready.
Yeah.
So.
Dude, that's sick.
Yeah.
Sick. I'm very pumped. When is so what are the dates?
August 18th and 19th.
August
it's a
18th
Friday and a Saturday.
All right.
Both days, doors open at 4. There's no confusion.
There you go.
Reading a flyer is really tough.
It is difficult for people to read flyers.
Yeah,
especially when there's Yetis on them. I mean, come on, man. Like, what the hell else are you gonna look at?
You either look at the Yeti or the QR code because you're like, what is that?
Yeah, right. It's the Yeti, man. He just. That's it. You found your niche.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter what bands are on it.
Yeah. Now we need to get also in the arts section. We need to get Bigfoot enthusiasts and people who have like books that they've written on Bigfoot and actually
some flat earthers maybe.
I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm down. That sounds like fun. I love that stuff. But we don't. But the Bigfoot is the mascot, so we could get people, find some people that may have
some documentation or something.
Yeah, or some molds, some foot molds that they've taken of actual footprints out in the wild, and get like what is it, Dr. Judd. Shoot, I forget the dude's name. He's real famous for having the best and most detailed catalog of foot molds, print molds and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, so more Yeti stuff. Anyway, so what else? Anything else you want to shout out for the festival?
I guess we ought to go over the full lineup.
Yeah, we can do that real quick.
We went over the headliners.
Yeah, that's true. Who else is on Friday?
So Friday we're gonna kick off with Ill Will. Then the Girds, Dutch Oven.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We got Bolster from Cincinnati.
Okay.
Nothing Like You, which is I think a couple members from Empire of Rats.
Oh, okay.
Started a new band. They're kind of
interesting.
Kind of chuggy, rappy.
Really?
Stuff, yeah.
Really?
Not what you would expect from members of Empire Rats.
No. I went in a very different direction mentally with what I thought that was going to be.
Right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, when I heard it, like, because I saw like a post of like, hey, there's a few, like, it's not all the Empire Rats guys. It's like
they got super inspired by Dive Bomb when they played that the
Epi show.
Yeah.
They're easily way more rappy than we are.
Well, inspiration doesn't mean that you necessarily rip it off.
That's true. They're actually this is actually going to be their first show.
Oh, sick!
Which I think is super cool.
Yeah.
And we've got Salt from Columbus.
Nice.
The Goats.
Yeah.
Tomb Sentinel, which
easily
maybe not in the punk and hardcore genre, but they're like adjacent enough that I'm like, I don't care, I want to put them on this day. Like we've got, and they're from Columbus as well. We've got Backbiter from Toledo.
Nice.
Piss Flowers from Cincinnati, and The Touch.
Woo.
Darkroom from Columbus.
Nice.
Some band called Dive Bomb.
Nice.
And Vacation headlining.
That's sick, dude.
And then New Era Cam doing the after party in the lodge. That's a sick Friday lineup. I know,
that's
right?
a really good lineup.
I thought it was fun to put Cam on Friday too, like just being like total left field, but also just like I think it'll be nice to, if you stick around for that, you're gonna go, oh, it's like a break for my ears because it's like nothing like what you just heard all day.
Yeah, that's perfect.
So day 2, we've got Middling, Von Doom, Faster on Fire from Cleveland. We've got Odd Epoxy. Shout out Potent Studios.
Woo.
Best lights ever. We've got Seventh Advent Unicorn.
Oh, nice.
The Cause, Under Substance.
Nice.
Bird's Cage. Pandemic Wave. Those guys I think are from Medina or like Akron, Canton area. Okay. Something like that.
Yeah.
And then we've got Sink the Ship.
Nice.
Exit Wounds, and they're the out-of-state band. They're from Indiana.
Nice.
Young Mosh from Cincinnati, and then Metal Mafia from Youngstown.
Nice.
And then the after party Saturday is the Afronauts, which again is going to be like such a sick, like,
yeah, that's perfect.
Like sonic transition.
Sure they don't want to play Friday night?
Well, I'm not changing my flyer again. Sorry, Tom.
That's all right. Bummer. But that's all right. It'll be a good night. That's a really solid lineup this year. A lot of
I'm pretty pumped about it.
Yeah, that's a good year.
Even given the change we had to go through the last minute.
It's all right.
It's still working out. I think it's still gonna be awesome.
Yeah. Making some solid steps in the right direction, growth wise. Definitely. Yeah, that's cool.
We do have. Well, we kind of talked about this before, but John and Alex coming down to film sets, and they're coming down. They're not just going to give the video away. So if the band wants the video, they can. Yeah. I don't know what they're going to charge, but
yeah, they're gonna.
But you'll have a video of your entire set.
Yeah, it's like the pictures they offer after you get off a roller coaster at a amusement park.
Yeah,
it's like, here.
Do you want this on a keychain? Do you want it on a shirt? And then as far as like media content, we've also got Josh Brown from Columbus coming up, and he's gonna take photos the entire weekend as well.
Sick.
So we'll have photo coverage of every band. Dude, his stuff is so good.
I really enjoy his stuff. Yeah, he's great at he's really good at getting in the energy of the band
feel
playing.
The energy looking at the photo,
capturing it. He's really good at that.
And I love that he does almost primarily only black and white.
Right? Yeah. I do too.
It's so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's fantastic.
So
man.
good.
Very. I'm excited to see his stuff. His
shout out to Dumb Punk on Instagram.
Yeah, check out his stuff. Is it the Dumb Punk or just Dumb Punk?
The Dumb Punk.
The Dumb Punk.
Yep.
Dude, Josh rules, man. He's a fantastic photographer.
Also the vocalist of Salt.
Yep. Yeah, man. Sick. Well, anything else?
Don't think so. Yeah, we went over the flyer.
Yeah.
We went over the food vendors, art vendors. Yeah.
We need to name the Yeti. So
yeah, that's a great idea.
If you got name ideas, DM. What's your Instagram?
At Mansfield Music Fest 23.
Right.
Mansfield Music Fest 23.
If you got name ideas for the Yeti, DM Austin at Mansfield Music Fest 23 on the Instagrams. Because that's kind of the most important thing this year for the Music Fest is that he needs named by the end of it. So
yeah, I'm not doing it next year unless the Yeti's named.
Yep, that's all I want. So by the end of it, we need to maybe a bunch of ideas. You can pick one out of the hat. I don't know. You could pay some money if you have one that could get dangerous. But let's get some ideas.
Yeah,
give us some ideas. Anyway, anything else, sir?
Where
can people find it? You just said the Instagram handle. Where you got? I think you got Facebook.
Yeah, and Twitter.
And Twitter. Oh,
just made a Twitter.
Wow, little bird.
Well, I recently got him back on Twitter myself.
Yeah, it's a fun place now. And then I was like,
you know what? I might as well just make one for that too.
Right, might as well. Where can people get tickets? And how much are the tickets?
Oh yeah, we should probably talk about that.
Well,
So tickets.
Kind of important.
Friday is $25. Okay. Saturday is $35, or you can buy a weekend pass for $50.
All right.
And the tickets are for sale on Eventbrite.
Okay.
You can. There's a QR code on the flyer, so you can use that to get to the ticket link.
Nice.
Also, the links are included on all the social media, the Facebook event, all that good stuff.
Nice. Perfect. Where's the Facebook? Just Mansfield Music Fest 23?
Mansfield Music Fest and Concert Series, and I tried to change the name, and it won't let me.
Of course it won't.
Yeah. I don't know why. It's real annoying.
Come on, Zuckerbergs. Let's go, buddy.
Yeah, don't get beat up by Elon.
Yeah, come on, man. You gotta
cage fight.
Get your
Let's see it.
Get your head in the game, buddy. I know you're just a computer program. We all know that you are the advanced AI model that was being tested in society, but get it together, man.
Right.
dust off that mega ICU, IP, I don't know. I'm trying to a CPU. Wow.
Yeah.
Good night.
Computer
And that
words.
That shows that this is the end of the podcast.
Tom's tired.
Thank you guys so very much for listening to another episode of the Open Mic Podcast. Finally back in rotation. We'll see how well I do with being consistent this time around. Y'all know that ain't my strong suit when it comes to putting out things like this. But you love me. You're thankful for me, you're excited, and you're grateful that I am blessing you with another podcast and that we're still here because we're awesome. I mean, it's Mansfield.
On tour? We out here.
We out here. We're the best. DJ Khaled. And I am just so thankful that you guys choose to spend however long this episode is going to end up being.
Went for a little while.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out. If you're still here, like, share, all the things that you're supposed to say to get people to make this be more popular in the algorithms. This has been the Open Mic Podcast with me, your host, Tom Hirst, brought to you by Richland Source, Newsroom After Hours. Check them out if you need some news. We are in the middle of a Newsroom After Hours season, so check out their Instagram and get to one of these shows. Zach's been doing some cool things with the Newsroom After Hours series this year, grouping some really great bands together. So definitely come out, definitely show some love, come support. It's a good time. Free food, free beer if you're of the age and into that, and free good times. So, stop messing around and get your butt there. Anyway, so this is also brought to you by Two Cousins Pizza, Potent Studios, Henry Screen Printing, Mansfield Music Fest, as of today, right now. And please, come out to Mansfield Music Fest this year. Seriously, it's a really good time. Austin has done an amazing job with it. And
it's not just me.
And now the whole crew, but over the years, growing it and keeping it consistently going. So please come show your support. Come show Snow Trails that this is also a great idea every year and that they need to continue to hosting because they're amazing hosts. Love you, Snow Trails. And thank you guys. Have a wonderful week.
Forgot one thing.
Oh, what up?
Listen to the Spotify playlist of the entire lineup.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Richland Source made that. Okay. There's a Spotify playlist of the entire lineup of the show, so you can preview what you're going to hear and how excited you should be for both of those days, because the lineups are banging. Word. Peace.